is my question, man, to TMZ, because especially since the beginning of 2020, I've noticed a pattern. There's been a big pattern that has shown me that when a celebrity dies, especially a rapper, but it don't matter if it's a rapper, an athlete, an entertainer, actor, actress, TMZ always knows first when this person dies. Why is it and how is it that TMZ is able to report on a celebrity's death before the news is able to report on a celebrity's death? How in the world does TMZ know when someone who is important or worldwidely known, how are they knowing when they die? As fast as they know. How are they knowing so fast? See, this is how they telling themselves. This is how they slip up. They don't even realize it. TMZ. See, TMZ will do something like saying, for example, if this is hypothetically, if Lil Baby died today, if Lil Baby died today, it's 10:27 right now. By 10:30, they would have already reported to the world that Lil Baby just passed away, was just gunned down and killed at this such time. And this is where it becomes very, very suspect, very suspicious. They'll say, witnesses say that so-and-so and so-and-so. Knowing damn well they ain't talk to no witnesses. Because ain't no witnesses going to talk to TMZ before they talk to the police. Or the ambulance, fire department, the 911 operator. So how is TMZ knowing everything? How are they getting all the 411 on how a certain celebrity or rapper, whoever died? How are they knowing all the details before anybody else know? So I mean, you tell me TMZ knows all this information before the police, the ambulance, before the operators that was contacted. So is the 911 operators calling TMZ? Do they got them on three-way and say and got them listening in? So as soon as they say a celebrity's death, they just push a button and say, okay, we have a big time death right here. We have another celebrity. TMZ, you guys might want to jump on this so you can be the first ones to report this. Not the local news, TMZ. And I know for a fact because I was back home visiting. I don't live in California no more, but I'm from California. And I was back home visiting on the 26th of January. Actually, I got there on the 25th of January, 2020. And then on the 26th, I was on my way to Newport Beach. I was going to go to Newport Beach to do some whale and dolphin watching. You know, you go on a boat, everybody, they put you on this big old ship or whatever you call it, and you get to see dolphins swimming in and out of the water, and you get to see possibly whales. So before I got to Newport Beach, so we can go whale and dolphin watching, the news came out about Kobe dying. Man, it's beyond me how TMZ knew all this information that quick. Like they knew Kobe was in this helicopter that apparently crashed. It could have been anybody. How did TMZ know that Kobe Bryant was in this particular helicopter that crashed that fast? How is it that TMZ was able to report on that way before the regular news, local news? Same thing with Mo3. How in the world did TMZ know that Mo 3 was the guy that was dead on the freeway in Dallas? It could have been anybody. It could have been any random black person dead on the freeway. Who told TMZ that it was Mo 3? Because as fast as TMZ reported it, they didn't talk to Rainwater. They didn't talk to the news. The news wasn't even there yet. They didn't talk to police. Police don't talk to nobody. They are investigating. Same thing with Young Dolph. Immediately after he was gunned down, within minutes, TMZ had already reported it before the local news reported it, before anybody reported it. How is that not suspicious to y'all? It almost made me wonder, like, is there a device? Like, when these celebrities sign these contracts and they sell their life away, because we know a lot of them are selling their soul, whether they're conscious of it or not, or aware of it or not. It's like, are they injecting them with some type of device? So, if something happens, if they die, if they expire, it sends an alert to TMZ, letting them know that this certain celebrity is expired, so they can be the first to report on it. Because it seems like it's this big old competition thing. They have to be the one to report on everything first. They have to be the first one. I don't get it, man. But something's very, very suspicious about this. It's very suspicious how TMZ knows everything before everybody. They know when everybody dies. Immediately. They're the first ones to know when someone dies. Who's an apparent celebrity. It's only if they have a big name, though. Not local people. Not regular civilians like us. If you have a name, if you are well known, and you die, who's going to be the first one to know about it? TMZ. This is what makes me feel like there's some industry stuff going on. Or like it was already pre-planned. Or like they knew what was going to happen. Because how in the world do they report on it so fast? How in the world do they get the information so fast? How in the world do they know it's them that died that fast? Sometimes, some people don't even be fully knowing who is being killed or who's in a situation at that particular time until the investigations are going on. Until they can get an ID, grab the person's identification and say, oh, this is so-and-so and so-and-so. And then the police won't usually know right away who the person is. They're just responding. They're doing their job. They're showing up to respond to something that happened. And then they'll look at the government name. They still might not know. They'll look at the government name like, oh, okay. And then it might be a witness say, oh, that's so-and-so. Oh, my God, so-and-so just got killed. Then it could probably be all over the internet. Then TMZ report on it. But how in the world does TMZ report on celebrity deaths or deaths or entertainment deaths before everybody? Ask yourself that question, man.